The king reads comments. Alrighty, guys and gals, what's going on, you freaks? It's Big E here from the Chat Tavern. If you haven't seen it yet, episode 172, Iron Man Challenge. The title of the video is Going the Path Down. If you've not seen that, don't watch this. Come back and watch it later after you watch that video. Fair warning. Most of you probably know. I died. Yeah. And let me tell you something. It was soul crushing. It hurt so bad. Now, I cut about 10 minutes off the end of that video, probably a little bit more. It was my fault, obviously, and if I'm going to die in a permadeath challenge, I would rather it be like I make a mistake, not from a disconnect or invisible mob or whatever. I knew it was a bad idea to go down there, and I did it anyway. That was stupid. Real stupid. I should have turned around immediately. I should not even have went down there. But I had a close call before the actual thing happened, and I ignored it. Now, when I was editing that video, I watched that part, where I added the music. I watched it about 5 times. I played it back. I got so unlucky with so many things. That makes it sting even more. Where are my headphones, man? Right here. So, oh man. Level 57. That's the same level I died on the Paladin to. I looked at the playtime. It was 8 days and 45 minutes. 8 solid days, and I threw it down the drain. We were almost level 58. Anyway, so the first really unlucky thing that happened was when I feigned death. I didn't know it initially, but it was resisted by a green mob. That mob that resisted the feign was 3 levels below me. And I don't know if you looked at that video, but right when I feigned, the mob was doing this. It would turn and face me and then back to the pet. And it did that about 3 times really quickly. And I remember seeing that, like, that's kind of weird, but I thought it was bugged out or glitching. That should have been a big indicator to me that the feign was resisted. But I don't know, it was weird because he wasn't casting on me. The other thing that was unfortunate is I set a freezing trap and the imp hit the freezing trap and not the caster. It could have gone different if that had not happened. That's another unlucky thing. What I should have done when that mob focused back on the pet, I should have just run. When nothing was focused on me, I would have gotten out because the mobs in the tunnel had not come back yet. So, unfortunately, I just waited there until the pet died, which was not the right thing to do. I just figured I would be out of combat, and I was far enough away where I wouldn't pull them. The pet died, and I immediately took aggro, so of course I ran. So as soon as you stand up from feigned death, there's a 30-second CD on the feigned death. I think it's 30 seconds. So I ran out, and I was careful when I ran out. I tried, because there was a mob in the corner that I ran around. What happened was, as I was being chased out, the mobs chasing me padded too close and pulled those other 2 mobs. One of them was the big guy, like the Doom Guard or whatever, with the big sword, and they have a charge. That is another unlucky thing that happened. So I turned around. What is going on with my background here? I've got this has happened more than once. Let me just get a different. Okay, I got to change this. I don't know what's happening there. This is just not on. What the heck is going on here? This was happening before as well. Turn that off. We'll just use the matrix. We're in the matrix. Nope, that's locking up too. How about this? Turn the matrix off. That's locking up as well. I have a feeling this is my webcam setting. Here's what we're going to do. We're just going to do this. Wait, I have a background, right? I think I just have a regular old image. That's not on. That's not on. Okay, whatever. Forget it. Doesn't matter. So as I was running away, I turned around and I got a wing clip on the caster that was chasing me, and it was successful. And I was getting away, but the mob that they pulled had charged. That one effing mob had charged. So I had pretty much gotten away, and he charged me, knocked me down, and stunned me. And he got 2-3 hits on me, and that was it. And if you look very closely, I was literally about a second and a half before my feigned death was off CD. If he had not had charge, feigned death would have popped up and I could have used it again. It was such an unfortunate series of events. I'm not saying that I didn't deserve it. I'm just saying I got really, really unlucky with so many things there. For a feigned death to be resisted by a green mob is pretty rare. Yeah, it is. But it is what it is, man. So I just sat. What I did is, I bowed my head and I was just kind of forgot I was even recording, honestly. And then I hit my hotkey to stop the recording, but I actually didn't hit the hotkey. I just got up out of my chair and I literally went outside on my little porch and I was just standing out there. It was just an empty chair in the scene. I came back a little while later, realized I was still recording. And then I was going to edit it out. And then I talked about what had happened and blah, blah, blah. And originally I left that 10 minutes in and I actually started to render it. But then I was in the kitchen, just getting a drink, just kicking myself in the ass. And it's like, you know what? A better ending is just silence for me not to say anything. And I'll just end it with me, either the empty chair or whatever. But oh my God, is that disappointing, man? So that's by far my highest run on the Iron Man challenge. And it was unnecessary. I did not need to die. The only way I'm ever getting over that is if I get higher than level 57 or make it. So I've already decided. I don't know if I'm OCD or what's going on, but this Iron Man challenge, I've been trying to do this. I've said this before for years, ever since either the end of Wrath of the Lich King. It was in between Wrath and Cataclysm. I've been trying to do the Iron Man challenge, like way before I had the channel. And I'd made it, I think, into the 50s, but not level 57 before. So the point is, I'm going to keep doing this until I succeed. So I could be 75 years old and sitting here with big Coke bottles. I'm going to make it. And I'm just going to keep doing it. It's just going to be an ongoing series on the channel until I make it. So, and let me tell you something. That happened a couple of days before it was released. So I had to pretend like nothing was going on. I had to pretend like my soul wasn't crushed and I was in tears, right? And so when I put out the video asking, like, I thought I did a pretty good job. I gave no indication or hints away that anything had happened. I think I was just like, yeah, I'm just trying to get a feel. No matter what happens with the Iron Man challenge we're currently doing, I tried to sell it, and hopefully I did. What I was really doing is I wanted to start another one right away, but I wanted you guys to vote on what race we were playing. And Tauren did win by a landslide. And we are playing Tauren. For the Horde, Tauren Warrior. The video is coming out tomorrow on the 25th. The first one's coming out. It's just going to take place. I was going to give it a full week because I didn't want somebody to see the Tauren warrior and be like, wait, what happened to the night elf? And like, it'd be a surprise. And it's only been like a day. Has it been 2 days or 1 day? I don't know, but hopefully it's enough time. I just wanted to get started right away on it. And I am about 3 videos ahead in that. Because I basically recorded them back to back pretty much. And one thing I'm going to try not to do in round 2 of the Iron Man Challenge is complain about round 1. It's going to be very hard not to, but I'm going to do my best. And let's be honest, Warrior is the ultimate challenge in the Iron Man Challenge, right? We have no healing spells. I don't have Feign Death. I don't have Vanish. We can't use health pots. The only thing we have going for us is we can wear plate. So we have a lot of armor, and that's going to help us out a lot. But we'll just see how far it goes. We'll see how far we can get with it. Thank you guys and gals for voting. Those of you who voted on the community tab, I appreciate it. So, what else? Hold on. I need to check something. Is this? I don't think it's out yet. Let me move this over here. No, it's not. Okay. Well, I'll just say this. We don't have much longer with Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. It's coming to an end. And if you played the game, you know that. And I've kind of sensed it. Like, I don't know how it's going to end. When I'm playing a Let's Play, or when doing a Let's Play, especially these, if it's a game other than Warcraft, chances are I've never played it before. And I go out of my way not to watch anything. So everything, as it happens to me, I'm seeing it for the first time. So, but it does feel like we're getting close, right? We've killed pretty much everybody in the family except for Lucas. And then, of course, we have to deal with Evie or Eveline. Well, there's Grandma, too. I don't know what's going to happen with Grandma, but anyway, I have already picked the next Fright Night series, and it's based on the last poll. Actually, the last 2. I think it was in the last 2 polls. And I was going to do a poll on this, but I'm just going to go ahead and play it. I've never played it before. I want it to be a surprise, though, as to what we're doing. And then when we finish this next one, then we'll probably do another vote, see what you feel. Maybe there's a new horror game or something coming out. I don't know. I've got a couple of things in my wish list on Steam that haven't been released. Little Nightmares 3 is supposed to be coming out. I don't know when, but boys, we played both the first and the second. Really creepy, really fun, interesting games. If you've not seen Little Nightmares, both of those Let's Plays are on this channel. If you look down, I think it's under the horror series or something like that, or you can just search the channel for it. But what else? So I'm going to be doing more real life stuff. I've got some ideas, and I'm going to be doing a little bit differently. My car is still an issue because of the damn oxygen sensor is now bad, and the car is running really rough. But I'm actually dropping it off tomorrow morning, and my landlord's just going to follow me up and bring me back here. I'll leave it with him. I don't know how long he's going to have it. Shouldn't take that long, but what I'm hoping is that's covered under warranty and I won't have to pay for it. But the point is, if the car gets running right, I'm going to be doing some more things, kayaking. I might take the kayak back out, and I'm going to do it a little differently. I actually have a head strap I forgot about that my camera can mount to, so it'll be a little bit more steady than the boat and all that. And I'm thinking about something else as well, but I'm not sure yet. I've got to kind of look into YouTube's rules and things like that. No, I'm not going to be naked. Oh, I just heard all of the "ah." No, so I've actually wanted to do this for a while, but YouTube is shifting. YouTube is changing as far as copyright and how it affects your channel. They're now issuing licenses for like in-game music. A lot of things are shifting, and it all has to do with money. It's in somebody else's best interest to let their content or their song, whatever it is, be used and get share the revenue from it. Like, why wouldn't they do that? And so a lot of, nearly, not all, but most of these companies, the copyright holders, are getting on board with this. So the reason I say that is because I have a record player that has been in a plastic case in that closet, and I've got a few albums. I've had them for a long time. Well, not a long time, but this is something I wanted to do. And this is part of when I was thinking about what this channel was going to be and what I wanted it to be. This was actually for my music channel. So I have another YouTube channel. I have two others, actually. One I haven't fully activated yet, but there's a music channel. I think there's a link to it somewhere here. And I've had that channel for a very long time. There's some pretty cheesy videos. All I do is if there's the song that I like, sometimes I'll just find still images and put it to it, make a slideshow, or I'll find video or something and make my own and stitch different videos together and make my own music video. I've been doing that for a very, very long time. So this record player was going to initially be for that channel, what I was going to do. And this is all over. There's a lot of channels like this. They basically have a scene where they have a record player and they're playing an album, and it's, linked in through, with cable and all that. And they have different views. It's basically just playing an album, showing the album cover and listening to music. And I've been thinking about doing that here on this channel because it would not give me a copyright strike. I would just have shared revenue. But I have ads turned off on my videos, so it doesn't really even matter for me. They send me a notification saying you should turn ads on. And the reason they send that is because YouTube gets 30% of everything across the board. But I have turned advertisements off on my channel, and I'm honestly probably going to keep them off because I've actually been doing a lot of research and found out having ads turned on your channel can actually stop the growth of your channel. It's kind of a weird thing. It's not necessarily because of the ads or what kind they are, but because if you don't have ads on, there's a part of the algorithm, I think, pushes more traffic your way because of the ads that YouTube has placed on there or something. It's a weird thing, but I've had ads turned off for a long time, and I'll probably end up keeping them off. Anyway, I guess my point is I wouldn't have to really worry about too much. The only thing I would have to worry about is there are some bands, and it's really not even the band, it's the company who owns the band or owns the rights to the record label, blah, 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 the record labels. Old guys who just don't get it, and they will not allow certain music to be played on YouTube at all. They're just not, they don't do it. But more and more artists are getting on board with it. My point is, it's a long-winded way of me saying I might set something up here and every once in a while just do just a chill album. Like, I'm an older guy, so I like probably not the same stuff that most of you younger people like. I grew up on really late 60s and early 70s music across the board. But there's a lot of great albums. I'm also, I was a teenager in the mid 80s, right? So all of that 80s music was, The Cure, Susie and the Banshees, The Damned, The Police, right? All of it was big for me. So I might try to do some of that, but I guess that's it. I just wanted to make this. I got to figure out what the hell is going on with my backgrounds here. I'm not sure what's happening there, but It's been a thing I've noticed. Any animation I have going on back here, it's just real stuttery and laggy. So maybe I can figure it out. City Skylines, I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I'm getting a lot better at it. So I am really far ahead in City Skylines. As a matter of fact, there's only one episode out right now, and I just got through recording episode 10. So if you, it's going to be coming out every other day on the same day that Fright Night comes out on, just so you know. It'll fill that 11 a.m. slot. But if you leave a comment, I'm not going to, it's not going to reflect in the series until after episode 10. I'm going to try not to record anymore, but I'm really into it. It's such a fun game. I'm having a lot of fun with it. But that's the only game that I'm that far ahead on. So anyway, I guess that's it. The Where in Warcraft GeoGuessr game I put out, that's just was a one-off thing. I was just kind of bored and was trying to get my mind out of the fact that I failed the Iron Man challenge at level 57, and we were like 80% or something to level 58. Had I not done it, man, we probably would be close to level 59 right now. Oh man, I'm never going to get over it. Anyway, round 2, Horde Warrior. Let's do it. Let's get it on. All right. I guess that's it for me. Thank you so much for your support. Also, big shout out to a new channel member, Sue McQuillan. Thank you so much for choosing to do that. I appreciate it. I don't get a notification when that happens. I don't know what the hell is wrong with YouTube. I don't know why they would not send me something. So what I have to do is I just periodically check in my YouTube studio, the virtual studio, in my member section, and I can only see it there. Why in the hell they would not send me a notification, I don't know. But I just wanted to thank you personally. And the members area in City Skylines will be coming up. Every single one of my members, whether they're watching City Skylines or not, you will get a mansion. And literally, really anybody. You don't have to be a member. There were 2 other people, Matthew and I think it was Nobu. Was it? Yes. Nobu5691. You both have mansions as well. If you want a house in the city, just leave a comment. Say, I'll take a house. And when that video comes out, if you see it, if you said you wanted a house and you don't see it, just remind me. I thought I had written everything down here, but there's a chance that I missed it. So just remind me, say, hey, old man, where's my mansion? You'll get it. All right. That's it for me. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all of your comments and your support. I'll probably be doing another King Reads comments soon because I got a ton of them and I need to catch up. So hopefully we'll do that soon. Just know if I haven't replied, I will eventually, but I'm pretty busy and there's a lot of stuff going on and I can't, because the channel's bigger than it used to be. I used to be able to reply every day because it would just be, 2, 3, 4 comments. Now I can get 10, 15, 20 a day. And if I let it go 2 or 3 days, then that's a lot of comments to catch up on. And I am so thankful to have them. I really am. So that's it for me. Love you guys. I will see you in a future episode of something. Peace.